Okay, you'll have to excuse me for the less than optimal video because I am hand holding this to film my printer's tray. So this printer's tray came from the Netherlands, and yeah, don't mind Remy in the background. Whenever he hears me talking, he gets excited. So a few of you expressed an interest to see what I keep in my printer's tray of special things. So I thought I'd do a little tour for you. So on the top you can see I have a few items. The little gnomes we made when we visited Finland. We had a holiday there at the end of 2019, and we made them in a cabin in the woods with some elves before we visited Santa. And over next is a toucan. I picked him up in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil when I visited there. I was lucky enough to see a toucan in the wild, so I was very taken with that, especially, you know, knowing me and my birds. Next to him is a carved figure from Bali. He has significance. I think it's equivalent along the lines of, you know, the speak no evil, see no evil, hear no evil idea. Next along here is a shark bottle opener that my mother actually carved. She did a wood carving course when she was living in Vancouver before she met my father. And moving on, here you can see all my little stamps. I'll just get a bit wobbly. There we go. Yeah, so October's missing because October is currently my desk because it's October. So they're my Lin Chianing date stamps, and then I have a collection of Cat's Life Press. I like their little words and statements. Then some Black Milk Project teacups, and a few others. I've got some Mi'kmaq stamps there, some Jessalyn Padilla, and of course my little cockatiel stamp. Moving over, I have my larger stamps, and I have some more Jessalyn Padilla, some, I think, is it paper pens and plans? Let's just have a little look. Pens, papers, planner. That's the one that says it's okay to be a little obsessed with stationery. And Elsie with love. Some more Black Milk Project. Of course, my new little house. And a little stamp from Jessalyn Padilla that was a little freebie in a box that I bought. A couple of vintage stamps. This one is a bear with "Right Soon" on his t-shirt, and this one, which I kind of find very amusing because it's my inkjet. Yes, I love that one. And I've got a couple of personalised ones. This is my stamp from Black Milk Project, and that one as well, that came in the Christmas set. Okay, in these bigger squares we get into some more souvenirs and travel mementos and so forth. This New York City patch was a gift from a pen pal. I've never actually been there, though it is on the list. And I have a little Queen pin. I don't know why I'm a princess, but anyway. This is a cloisonne little jar that we bought when we visited China when I was a small child, and we saw the people making it, welding on the bits of brass, I think it is, and then filling it with enamel. So yeah, it's quite intricate artwork to watch and very, very impressive. So that was that souvenir. A newlywed stamp there. A Viking ship that was, I think my parents got that when they visited the Vasa. And also the symbol of Sweden, their horse. You'll often see them incorporated in things in IKEA, like especially around Christmas. Down on the bottom, I've got a little stein from Rothenburg in Germany. This is an antique painted bottle from Hong Kong. So my mother lived in Hong Kong and for quite a while, and she bought that while she was there. So it's actually quite interesting because the artist paints a scene on the inside of the bottle, which yeah, it must be incredibly difficult. This is an artist from Sweden, Mats Jonassen, and yeah, so this is crystal, like full-legged crystal glass, and the image is carved from behind to make a three-dimensional image to appear like it's in ice. Here's a little chopstick rest that was a gift from some friends who went to Japan, and we've got 4 of those because there's 4 in our family, and our friends bought us back 1 each. Here is one of the other ones. This is a calligraphy pen rest, and I bought that when I was in China. Yeah, I've always enjoyed writing and instruments involving pens and artwork and so forth, and I thought this was just a beautiful way to rest your pen on your desk. Yeah, maybe I should use it. I don't know. I just like the shapes of it. This is one of the symbols of Portugal, so their rooster. So we picked him up in Portugal, and yeah, just a little memento, little souvenir. My parents got this miniature violin, and here's its little case when they were visiting Vienna. This is a Dutch botter, a Dutch fishing boat, which they used to be very typical around Marken and Volendam. Lots of people know Volendam. It's just north of Amsterdam. It's a bit of a tourist hotspot, and I think they still have some for tourists to go out on. But it was a mainstay fishing vessel for a very long time. Okay, got the merlion, the symbol of Singapore. Some more stamps. This is the latest one from the Black Milk Project Home Sweet Home box, and I have the Chili Letters collab stamp with Neighbour for their anniversary, their 1-year anniversary. That was gifted to me from Helen from Chili Letters, so that's a special stamp for me. This was also from China. It's a hand-painted, it's a little vase, but it's woven on the outside with bamboo, and a hand-painted panda, and that was from Chengdu in China. The little box is a little keepsake box, and it has a lock of my father's hair that my Omar kept from his first haircut when he was 3, which is a very long time ago now. My parents had 2 little liqueur glasses that they used to use when they had a liqueur, and this was my father's one from Neuchâtel, and this was my mother's one from Salzburg with the Edelweiss on it. The tower here from I've had a mind break. Begins with L. Here's a little pyramid, sort of knick-knack and doodad that my dad picked up when he was in Egypt, and it's kind of weird because I don't know if you're a fan of the Night in the Museum movies, but they have a golden tablet from Egypt, and the golden tablet in one of the movies starts becoming corroded, and so is our little pyramid. So I don't know, maybe I have to go and pop it outside in the moonlight. Well, that might have been a spoiler. Oh, sorry. A wooden llama from South America. He's from some markets in Peru. Another one of our little Japanese chopstick breads, and this is a little crane. Some tiny pewter liqueur cups from Selangor Pewter in Malaysia. So we actually went to the factory and saw them being manufactured, and there's Stanford Raffles there. That actually has a lock of hair in it from my father when he passed away. Yeah, it just felt like the right thing to do, just to close the circle, I guess. That's my mother's wedding ring that my dad used to keep on his desk after she had passed away, which was quite a while ago now. Another chopstick rest of a lucky koi. Oh, I need to dust those ones, don't I? This is my little parrot that one of my pen pals sent me, and this key ring was actually so when we used to go to Europe, we would always lease a car, and I think we had 3 Citroens, and one time it was the anniversary of Citroen, and so they were giving everyone a special keyring, and so we were allowed to keep this keyring, and this was my mother's keyring, and after she passed away, my father gave it to me, and then it was stolen. Yep. I had my handbag stolen, and my house keys and everything was in my handbag, and as well with this keyring, and so I thought I would never see it again. Anyway, 5 years later, someone found the bag. It had been tossed into the bushes, like everything of value had been removed. But of course, for me, this was probably the most sentimental item and the most valuable in my bag. And yeah, so it was in a terrible state, and my dad was able to revive it and polish up the brass, and yeah, so it just lives inside the house now. It doesn't go anywhere. And yeah, so that is my little collection of my favorite stamps and my little knickknacks and doodads and dust catchers, as we've seen, in my printer's tray. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. There are my treasures.